Shane, we didn't come up with anything for the show. What are we going to do?
I can do the dying donkey sound effect! Check it out! Hola, Geek fans! It's that time again. It's 4:30. It's Friday. We're shooting at the luxurious Goodrich Studios Internationals, and this is Geeks at the Movies. My name is Shane Gooch. I'll be your host this evening, and joining me, as always, is our illustrious lead writer, the Mr. Jacob Desitels.
What's going on, guys?
You know the deal by now, folks. This is movie and TV talk from our perspective, the geek perspective. So let's get started with the geek news. We got so much stuff. We got more trailers. Yes, they keep releasing these damn trailers, but they're epic. We have to talk about them. And right now we're starting with X-Men. Oh my, Jacob, the X-Men Apocalypse trailer has been released.
Yes.
Thoughts?
I really like the trailer. You know, what everyone was wondering about is what is Apocalypse going to look like in this trailer? Because those first images of him got released, and everyone was complaining. He looked like Ivan Ooze from Power Rangers. He just looked horrible. And then, and the trailer comes out, and I think he looks the same at first, but then they change him later on in the trailer. I think he's going to go through some changes throughout the film. He's going to mutate even more. And I love the shot where we see him actually grow in size, and he has, like, I think it's Charles pinned down. I was really excited for this movie, and I still am. And I just love seeing all the different characters. You got Nightcrawler, you got Storm, Magneto, Psylocke. Archangel is actually going to be in this movie. I'm really excited for this movie.
Jacob, I don't think the Apocalypse question was actually answered in this trailer. Okay. Because they show him a lot from the side angle, from behind, very quick like frontal shot at one point where he's like, you know, doing the I am the Apocalypse thing and blah blah. So I'm still not completely confident of his look, but I'm more confident. But I'm slightly worried they didn't show me more of him. Yeah. Because those quick glimpses, but what I saw I liked. Let me tell you though, when I first saw this trailer, my reaction wasn't that strong. Like, it was like, this is decent. I watched it a second time before this show aired, and I liked it a lot more. Yeah. I guess, I'm not sure what I thought was missing the first time. Maybe it didn't make me as pumped about it. It didn't really show any like really fall through the scenes. There's very quick shots of like explosions. Yeah. Like at the very end, there's bridges and there's like tornadoes or something going on, probably by storm. Like chaos is happening. But I didn't get any like long shots or real feel for the flow of the story so much. The second time I saw it, though, I appreciated it more for just what it was and how exactly they nailed the characters. Yes. Like with the '80s look with Storm and Psylocke and Jubilee. Yeah. Right.
Jean Grey.
Jean Grey. Like that all looked fantastic. And I got a little more pumped about the very end where they start having the exciting music and they're showing explosions. Yes. I got more excited. I'm really excited about this movie, but this trailer overall didn't do it for me as much as I was hoping it was. If you compare this trailer to like the first Batman v Superman trailer, if you compare this trailer to the Captain America trailer that we just saw recently, those first two trailers, the Jessica Jones trailer, oh my god, this is awesome. This is a step down compared to that for me.
I thought it was a good teaser, at least, because it is only like a minute and a half long, and that's basically what people call teasers now, even though it's basically a full trailer. But I really liked it. I liked seeing bald Xavier. We get to see James McAvoy finally become Patrick Stewart.
It's a little weird if you think about the timeline. Yeah. But whatever.
Yeah.
Who cares about that?
And I like seeing I can't remember the character's name, but the lady who was in First Class, she's back now.
Playing Mystique?
No, just the regular human character who's working for the CIA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's back. I wonder if she's gonna like remember him because he like erased her memory at a certain point. So I like how they're connecting the movies that are so good. They're connecting them and they're
forgetting about the movies that are so bad.
Yes, yeah.
Push them aside.
Yeah, so I'm excited for this movie. I think Bryan Singer's gonna do a really good job capping off this second trilogy, and I hope that it leads into another awesome trilogy. We know where they're going to go because they cast these characters specifically as young versions of these characters. We don't know what they're going to do next. Maybe they'll have a new group of mutants. We don't know.
I'm excited about the movie. The trailer was decent.
Yeah.
But it's just a trailer.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with the movie. Let's move on to item number 2. Yet another trailer. I know that starting to have trailer fatigue. Well, not really. I love trailers, but whatever. Now we're talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the second one.
Yes.
Jacob, you had to watch this. I didn't see the first movie. I had no interest in seeing the first movie. Before I say what I think of the trailer, what do you think of the trailer?
Well, they revealed in the trailer that it's called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. So, I think that's the name of also a video game. I'm not sure, but I actually really like the first. No, okay, I'm gonna correct that there. I had some fun with the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I thought it looked god awful. The reviews were horrible. And I went in and I had a good time. I'm gonna be completely honest. I was like,
fair enough.
Megan Fox still can't act, whatever. But they actually got the turtles' personalities right. They were different from each other. They had some good action scenes. But then I watched this trailer and I was like, I'm not gonna like it, and I was right. I didn't really like this trailer. It was just goofy. That's what it felt like.
Yep, that's it right there. It just felt goofy. I like movies that have some thread of seriousness to them.
Yeah.
It just like it was like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon.
Yes.
It actually really did feel like that, brought to life.
Yeah.
I don't care about that. I'm not interested in that. I want that more serious take. If there is that on the Turtles.
Yeah, I actually grew up with the cartoon, the original '90s cartoon. I loved that show growing up, and even when people were hoping that it was going to be a mix between the show and the original comics, which were violent and graphic and serious, I knew they weren't going to do that because the fans came from the show.
Yeah.
So I knew
they want that kid merchandising element where they can sell action figures and all that stuff.
Yeah. And
if they make it too bloody and violent, parents aren't going to bring their kids there and they're not going to buy the toys.
But they can still add some seriousness to the movie itself, and I'm actually still holding out hope for the movie because, just like the first movie, I thought it looked awful, and I came out having a good time. So I'm hoping that's going to happen in this movie, and I like seeing Stephen Amell in there, Ollie from Arrow. He's there as Casey Jones. I think that's a perfect fit for Casey Jones, just because...
I don't know who Casey Jones is.
He's kind of like the Punisher, but kid-friendly and with the hockey stick.
Alright.
I like it. And one other thing I have to say on the negative side is Bebop and Rocksteady, the rhinoceros and the pig characters, they looked horrible. they were awful. Those effects can't be finished. They were horrible CGI. That was so bad. I was like, and then when he started talking, he's like, "Oh, you got jokes now?" I was like, "Oh."
that part right there was when I really shut down. I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, that shows that they're really trying to make it like the cartoon.
It's just stupid.
Yeah,
I can't get into it.
This one did have a 90% more explosion than the first one.
It did.
Because Michael Bay is the producer on it, and I bet that he only agreed to do the first one. He's like, there has to be at least one explosion in the movie, and then 90% more in the sequel.
Obviously. That's the only thing he can think of for a sequel is more explosions.
Yeah.
I'm not into this. I know some people are into this. It's too goofy for me. It's too silly.
Yeah.
If I was a kid, I might think it was great, but I'm not a kid, so.
I'm still going to go see it and hope that they actually make it better, because one of the main complaints about the first one is that it had too many humans and not enough turtles in it. They focused on Megan Fox's character too much and didn't focus on the title characters too much. And they actually came out in a statement and said that was a mistake to do that, and they said they're going to rectify that in the second one.
She did seem to have a big role though, in the trailer, but I did see more action stuff from the Turtles. I remember I didn't see the movie. People said there could have been a few more set pieces. Set pieces. Yeah, there could have been, and hopefully Shredder in this movie won't be like Edward Scissorhands and have 50 blades on his arms and hands. He had a mech suit in the first one. He just had blades just coming out everywhere, and it looked horrible. But yeah, well, I'm gonna make you watch the movie. No!
Probably for our segment where Shane watches a movie or I watch a movie, and then we'll see what your thoughts are on the movie.
It will still probably be better than Evil Dead.
Probably.
Alright, let's move on to item number 3. Oh my, it is yet another Star Wars Force Awakens trailer.
And featurette.
And featurette. Ooh,
Yes.
I forgot about that. So let's first talk about the new one. This one's for China.
Yes.
Again, just like I said for the Japanese one, in the Eastern market, they really love hyping up that BB-8. They want to sell that merchandise, you know. To me, this was my least favorite of all. I think of all the Star Wars trailers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was my least favorite. What did you think?
I liked it. I wasn't really comparing it to trailers when I was watching it, so I liked it. I liked at the beginning when we see more of Rey and BB-8 interacting together. We actually see the characters speak lines like while moving. That's like a huge step forward. And I love the scene. It was a really quick shot actually, where we see Han. This is the first time we see Han Solo piloting the Millennium Falcon. We don't actually see him in the cockpit in the other trailers. And he's like, "Come on, baby." I really liked it.
Well, you see him in the cockpit in one of the other trailers, but he's sitting down.
He's not piloting.
Right.
So we actually get to see him doing what he does best. You know, completing the parcels.
The parcel run. What the hell is that thing called?
I'm so ashamed right now.
It's something in 12 parsecs.
Yes.
The Kessel run.
Kessel run in 12 parsecs.
I actually knew that. Wow. Yes. How did I know that? I don't even know. It doesn't make sense.
Yes, but I like seeing him actually doing that, and there's actually a really revealing line in this trailer where she's talking to BB-8 and she's like, "Where do you come from, Rey?" And BB-8's like, he just beep, and she's like, "Oh, it's classified." Also with me. Where she's from, classified. I think she got dropped off there as a kid from either the Solo people or Skywalker people. I think, yeah, I'm just really excited for this movie. And let's talk about the featurette too.
All right, but tell me of the featurette, Jacob. Set it up for
It's another foreign thing. It was in Comic-Con Brazil, just like they showed up a featurette for San Diego Comic-Con too. It was basically the same kind of thing, just more behind the scenes stuff. But I really liked it because we got to see Harrison Ford signing a toy of himself. Yeah.
It was neat seeing how much the actors are fans.
Yes.
Like when we brought out the Han Solo action figure and had him sign it. What's the other guy's name? John Boyega.
Yeah.
John Boyega. When he had him Harrison Ford sign the action figure, I'm like. He was kind of giddy about it, right?
Yeah.
You can see, like, they really are fans of the material,
yeah.
Which I always like when people go into a project and they actually want to be there.
Yeah, and then he's walking towards the Millennium Falcon. He's like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" Like that's what I would have been like too.
That is what I would have been like. Like a real fan would have been like, "This is so cool."
Yeah.
And you like to see that in your actors because you know they'll give more of a performance. They'll put more into it. They don't care. They're just gonna phone it in. Here's a paycheck, like Nicolas Cage does with a lot of his movies, where it's like, I got some money, whatever, and then he gives like the generic interview. Well, I was really interested in this project because I thought it was fascinating, and he doesn't care.
Yeah.
He's just going through the role. This is great to see this. You see the chemistry of the people behind the scenes, and also what I didn't see here is what I saw with some of the featurettes for the making of the prequels with George Lucas. I didn't see other people looking kind of awkward when George Lucas is talking. Like George Lucas is saying things, and people in the background occasionally have this like look at him like, I don't know what to say right now.
Yeah.
Right? Like it seems like a much better atmosphere.
Yeah. And this is the first piece of marketing for the movie where we get to see Mark Hamill actually in it. He's not there as Luke Skywalker, like get in the trailer, goddamn. But
They better not like show like the day before the movie comes out.
No.
Finally, here's Luke Skywalker.
I think.
Like they did with Daredevil. Remember they did with Daredevil? They finally showed Daredevil the outfit.
Yeah.
The day before.
Yeah.
The thing came out. It was so stupid.
I really think this is going to be the last trailer and the last.
You've been saying that.
I know, and they just keep missing TV spot after TV. There's like 20 now. I've skipped like half of them. And then when an actual trailer comes out, I was like, I gotta watch it. I can't not watch it.
His sick addiction when we let him.
And
Star
also,
Wars.
Honestly, if I wasn't doing this show, I probably wouldn't have watched it just because I want to keep it a secret a little bit. I don't want to know what the movie.
Oh, you can't. It sucks.
Yeah. Even with movies and TV shows, it's impossible to get away from it.
It's very hard. Anything else you want to say?
That's it. I'm just really. It's next week. If we're seeing Star Wars, it's gonna happen. I'm so excited.
And we're gonna be covering on Geeks the movies. We're gonna be talking about it the day of. We're gonna give you our thoughts right as soon as we get out of the movie theater. We're gonna bring our camera with us, and we're gonna say what we think of it right then, raw.
Yes.
Before we have time to go. Well, actually, I think this was this way and that. No, it's gonna be raw emotion.
You might
good, bad, or otherwise.
Yeah, you might see me just kind of not wanting to explain my true emotions because
Right.
I'll just seeing this amazing movie and now which hopefully is amazing, but it might not be amazing, and I'll be like, it was amazing, but
Regardless of whether it's good, bad, or otherwise, Jacob is gonna lie to himself and say it was really, really awesome right after the fact, and then later on he's gonna think about it and go, oh god. But anyways, we can't keep talking about Star Wars forever. Let's move on to item number 4. Disney has released 2 new featurettes for Marvel's upcoming films, Captain America: Civil War and Doctor Strange. Tell me about these, Jacob.
Well, I like the Civil War one because we got to hear this. I think it was a producer or a writer on the film. He was talking about what the actual conflict is. It's Captain America he's going with the side of not registering superheroes, and Tony Stark is going on the side of doing that. And they actually point out that that's what the conflict is, and that's what I like. The trailer introduced that. Then they confirmed it in this. I thought. So I'm really excited to see that conflict happen. And there's a scene in it where I'm pretty sure it's actually from Age of Ultron where we see Tony Stark and Sea Riders fight.
Yeah, I think it's a scene where then later on, like a few minutes later, Thor jumps in.
Yeah, and then Vision pops out. So I like that they're one of the directors actually said all the movies before this have been leading up to this movie, and actually kind of. Actually pretty true when you see how much...
of course, because that's all the characters in it.
Yeah, and how much you see how Captain America and Iron Man have been fighting before this, and they try to play them off as friends, but... yeah, but they've been at each other's throats since the first Avengers.
Yes,
and now
exactly, since the first Avengers.
And now we get to actually see them vent out all their anger on each other, yeah.
I was also I like the featurette for Captain America. I didn't care about the featurette for Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
it didn't give me anything. It was just why am I watching this?
I watched it because this article that had it in there, it's like, oh, it shows concept art from the movie, and at a not Comic-Con, but I think it was D23. They actually showed a trailer made out of concept art for the movie.
Interesting.
And it was like, oh, maybe it actually shows parts of that trailer, but no, it just showed one piece of concept art from it, and it didn't really do anything for me. But I like the comments that the director made. It's going to be this weird mind trippy kind of movie. That's what I expect from Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that's for me. That's all it was. I mean, it didn't do anything because I'm like, okay, you're telling me what I expected. You're not giving me anything new.
Yeah.
You're not showing me anything cool.
Yeah, and I don't usually like doing topics about where like directors or producers come out and say like, this is gonna be the best movie ever, man. But these are about like these really popular movies that we're all super psyched for, and they did have some really interesting input in there. And they had Kevin Feige in there, the lead of Marvel Studios, so It did have some really good input, and it did make me more excited for Civil War.
It had some content. It wasn't like Nicolas Cage talking about his next film coming out, which is devoid of any content, right? So there was some content here in the Captain America featurette. Yeah. But let's now move on to item number 5. According to reports, Creed director Ryan Coogler is in talks with Marvel Studios to direct the upcoming Black Panther movie. Yeah. They still don't have a director for that.
Nope, but it's not coming out until 2018 now.
Oh, that's right.
Because of... Ant-Man and the Wasp pushed it back, whatever. But I would like him to do it, but I can't really have that much opinion on it because I haven't seen either of his 2 movies he's done.
What 2 movies he's done?
He's done Fruitvale Station with Michael B. Jordan, which was apparently a really good indie film, and then Creed, which just came out, which is the new Rocky movie.
Oh.
Which also starred Michael B. Jordan, so I think Michael B. Jordan has to be in the Black Panther movie in some way, shape, or form.
I didn't even make that connection that I read Creed. I was reading and not even thinking about it. Yeah, that got really good reviews. I actually want to see that. Yeah. I've seen all the Rockies.
I haven't. I've only seen the first 2, but I want to watch all the other...
This is the 7th one, so there's 5, 6, wait, there's 5 you haven't seen.
Yeah. No, 4, because I have seen 2 of them. So
there's 7 of them.
Now, well, no, this is the 7th one.
Right.
Okay, yeah. So I was not.
You should never do math on air. It's always a bad idea, and this is why. Yes. But the point is, there's a lot of these movies.
Yes, I want to see all the other ones just so I can go out and see this movie because it has been getting great reviews, and apparently Sylvester Stallone has been getting some, not Oscar buzz, but for other award shows, he's actually nominated as the best supporting actor in the movie.
I think he should get Oscar buzz. I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen 2 extended clips It was just focused on Sylvester Stallone, and I was really, really impressed by those extended clips I saw. I was like, this is really good acting. This is good. This is like, because he has a stroke in the movie, I guess, right? And you can feel the emotion in the room. It's good. I'm
really excited to see that movie, and just at the fact that this guy is in consideration to direct this movie, because he knows how to handle just characters in general and African American characters, because I think the station had a more of a it was more about that, and so I want to see that movie. I want to see Creed, and I do think that he would be the right director for this movie. But we also heard that Ava DuVernay, director of Selma, was on board, and she dropped out. And then they had the guy for Straight Outta Compton. He was in consideration too. Then he dropped out. So I really hope that this guy stays on, and I do think that he would do a good job with this film. Yeah, I mean, I don't know too much about him, but he seems like he could be a good fit. Either way, I'm excited about Black Panther. I'm really excited to see how he's going to be in Captain America: Civil War. Yes. Right. If he pulls it off there, then I'm going to be really pumped. Yeah. And what I see early on, the little bit I've seen of Black Panther, he seems cool. I like it. And they're kind of building him up to be the role that Spider-Man was in the Civil War comic, where he's the guy that Captain America and Iron Man are fighting over. Like he's going to be in the middle of the conflict, and I think that works for him because he's a more powerful character, honestly, because he's richer than Tony Stark is. He's the king of Wakanda, so I think that makes sense that they want to fight over him, want him to be on their side. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the Black Panther movie. It just kind of sucks that we have to wait even longer for it now to come out. There's so many other movies in the meantime. It's not that big of a deal, but I do want to see it. Let's move on to item number 6. According to the Hollywood Reporter, the first trailer for the upcoming Star Trek Beyond will be shown in front of Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Jacob, you know I'm a big Star Trek fan. Yes. Though I have mixed feelings about the movies. I like the movies, but to me they're not Star Trek movies. Yeah. But they're still cool, so I'm still interested in seeing this, but I'm expecting more, Star Wars that's put under the name of Star Trek, that kind of thing. It probably will be that, but it makes sense for this trailer to be put in front of Star Wars, because it's a space opera put in front of another space opera, so I like it. There's so many trailers that are going to be released before, in front of Star Wars: The Force Awakens. We got Civil War, the new Star Trek movie, Apocalypse, possibly the new Independence Day movie, the first trailer for that. That's already 4 amazing trailers that we're going to get to see before the movie. So I'm super pumped just for when we sit down at the movie theater to see the movie. We're going to get... that would be an amazing experience for me, because I remember we saw some movies recently, I forget the last one, maybe it was The Martian, and all the trailers, I was like, oh. Yeah. I think we're all... Oh, also, Batman v Superman is going to be shown in front of it too. Everyone's going to get to see the Doomsday review. Oh my god. But they'll be so excited about it. Yes, it probably will be. But I'm excited for Star Trek 3. I am expecting more of a Star Wars movie than Star Trek, but they have Idris Elba in there now. I don't know what his character is, but he always brings it in whatever he's in, so I'm excited for him to be in it. Maybe they'll hide his identity and actually have him be a significant character like they did with Khan in the second movie. Benedict Cumberbatch, J.J. Abrams, he was director of the first 2 Star Trek movies. He actually lied to the fans that Benedict Cumberbatch was Khan. They're like, is he Khan? He's like, nope, he was Khan. That was a huge mistake. They could have made even more money if people actually knew that was Khan. He's actually a significant character in the Star Trek lore, I guess. Yes, he is, definitely, because Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan is widely considered one of the best of the original Star Trek films, and it's a great film. I like Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. It is probably my favorite of the original 6 films for Star Trek, for the original cast. Yeah, that's why he's a famous character. So yes, I didn't know that. That's an odd choice to do that. J.J. Abrams likes to keep secrets, and I think early on, I think that makes sense. Yeah. But closer to the release of the film, tell Khan is played by a really great actor. Yeah, and I think that's why they actually hired J.J. Abrams to be the director for The Force Awakens, because he can keep secrets really well, and you need to keep secrets for Star Wars. Yes. Yeah. So I'm excited for all the trailers we're going to see, and I think Star Trek is a good addition to that. Excellent. Now let's move on to a part of the show we like to call
Geek Talk. This is where we talk about anything from the Geekverse. Today we're talking apparently about the character of the Hulk. I had no idea until right now that we were talking about the character of the Hulk.
Prepared.
I am so prepared. Wow. Go, Jake.
Okay, so I want to talk about this just because I think the character of the Hulk is a really interesting character. And you haven't seen Ang Lee's Hulk, correct?
Nope. But I have seen the original TV show's Hulk.
Okay, yeah.
And I read that comic book that Jacob gave me. Yeah. So I have seen different versions of the Hulk.
Yeah. And in Ang Lee's Hulk, it wasn't a good comic book movie, but I do think it was a very interesting character study of the character of Bruce Banner, because it goes into his past. It does what I want the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies to do, which they're never going to do. Actually go into Bruce Banner's past, explain that he has an abusive father who eventually kills his mother, and then he creates he has a multiple personality disorder, and that actually gets manifested into an actual being when he gets hit by the gamma radiation bomb, and that's what the Hulk is.
Wow.
So, yeah. There's a really...
Mind blown right there, Jake. I did not know that at all. Wow.
Yeah, there's a really deep... They go really deep into the Hulk's actual origin in the comics. So, and they actually did that in this film. It just wasn't handled very well, and they tried to make it into a comic book movie, but actually at the same time, Ang Lee was like, no, I'm going to go really philosophical with it. I'm gonna an artistic vision. And they tried to put actual comic book panels on the screen, and it just didn't work at all. Actually, they had scenes, comic book panels would plastered on the screen and would zoom down to another one. It was really weird. Really, it did not work at all. And they also had Hulk dogs in that film too.
Wait.
They had dogs.
Pause. Rewind. What do you mean Hulk dogs? You mean a dog
that were hit with gamma radiation, and they were giant. And I saw it when I was a kid, and my and afterwards my parents were telling people it's not a film to see with your kids. It's just dogs, and they attack the Hulk. Because he kills the dog. It's really violent and sad. But moving on from that movie, which you shouldn't talk about again, there's The Incredible Hulk, which was a pretty good movie. It was at the beginning of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We see Edward Norton as the Hulk, and I thought he did a good job in that.
Jacob, I don't know who you're talking about. Edward Norton as the Hulk. That's not who the Hulk is.
Yeah, I know, it's Mark Ruffalo, who we see in Avengers, and he is kind of everyone's Hulk now, like Lou Ferrigno was way back in the 80s.
Yes.
And my friend actually got to meet Lou Ferrigno, and the guy signed an autograph before my friend could tell him that it was too much for him to pay for. But I haven't seen that, but in that, we actually get a precursor to what we might get in Thor 3. There's an episode with Thor in that a Hulk TV series where they team up and fight at the same time.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, so I'm going to go back and watch that just because I'm interested to see what it was like. I'm sure Thor was handled very badly, but...
That show is interesting because you think that show would be overly campy and whatnot.
Yeah.
But actually, it's kind of really serious. It has really shitty special effects, and they're cheesy in that regard. But the character of Bruce Banner, let's ignore the Hulk part, that's cheesy. The character of Bruce Banner, he handles a serious psychological study of this man who's on the run. His life sucks, right? He's always being chased by people. So it's actually a strangely serious take on the Hulk, from what I remember. Maybe it is a while ago, but I've seen a little of it. It is not as campy as you might imagine. When he turns into Lou Ferrigno and they have the bad special effects, of course it's campy just because of what it is. Yeah. But Bruce Banner, that part of his life is I mean, he has no life. It's it's kind of sad and tragic. Yeah. And so it's a little different than you might imagine the show to be.
Okay, well, I actually am more interested in Hulk on the run Hulk than superhero Hulk, because I like that whole aspect of it.
Yeah, he's on the run like a lot of the show, as far as I can remember.
He's this big monster, and that's all the army in the U.S. sees him as, and he has to go on the run. Then he occasionally meets up with superheroes and teams up with them, but they might be leading up to that in Avengers, because we see him go off in some weird ship at the end of Avengers 2. So he is hiding out now. He doesn't want to be found by the Avengers. So I do like where they're taking him in the Avengers, and I do like Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. I do like that iteration of the character. He fits the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's the Hulk they need for...
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, for that. And so I like him. I like I like Edward Norton's Hulk. I kind of like. I think he's I can't remember the actor's name who played him in Ang Lee's Hulk, but I actually liked his iteration of the Hulk. Didn't like that movie at all, and I want to see Lou Ferrigno's iteration too.
Yes, check it out. Maybe we'll watch like one of the episodes and do like a thing about it. Do a short.
The Hulk Thor special they did.
Oh man, the epicness. All right, now it's time for something that we like to call old school. This is where we talk about any movie over 10 years old. It's simple.
Yes, it is.
What are we talking about today, Jacob?
Talking about Steven Spielberg's classic Saving Private Ryan.
An incredible World War II film. This Private Ryan, he's lost his brothers. Is there 3 brothers that die?
I don't remember.
Okay, well, he's lost his other family members in the war, other brothers in the war. There might be 3 that died. And they're on a mission to get this one that's still alive.
Yeah.
And it's just a great World War II drama. I like it because it's really good at the accuracy of World War II and of warfare at the time in general. There's an amazing scene, maybe 2/3 of the way, 3/4 of the way in the movie, where there's a German soldier, and he kills another American soldier in a knife scene. And it's really slow and brutal. And then after he kills this guy in hand-to-hand combat, he leaves the scene, and he just walks by another American soldier, and the American soldier ignores him, and the German soldier ignores the American soldier. And that seems kind of odd, but that happened throughout the war. When people would encounter each other in one-on-one circumstances, they would just kind of ignore each other. They go, you know what, I'm going to go this way, you go that way. I really like that scene just because how it captures that as like, he's fighting those other soldiers because they just got to a battle and they fought. But then he encounters another soldier and they don't try to kill each other. Yeah. They have guns, they can shoot each other, but they don't. Yeah. They're on their enemy sides, and eventually that other guy who's his friend that got killed, he does kill the German soldier, but later on it's really that piece there. Yeah,
this movie does have a lot to it, and we gotta talk about the opening scene when they're on the beaches of Normandy, and that scene in itself is just so brutal, dramatic.
It recreates the D-Day landing. I mean, it's the landing. You can see footage of D-Day, right? Yeah. There's footage. They must have studied that footage. Yeah. Because this looks like how it really is, and the people they're in those boats. Yeah. Imagine doing that. Imagine doing that.
Yeah, I know. And the part that gets me every time is when the guy gets he gets shot in the head, and he has his helmet on. It deflects it, and he takes it off. Then he gets shot, and actually he gets killed that time. That got me. I was like, damn, they shouldn't have taken off your helmet, man. But yeah. But then there's a scene where the guy he's like searching for his leg, and he picks it up and just. Or no, it was his arm. Sorry, yeah. But yeah, that scene.
That is warfare. Yeah. That is the brutality of war, showing you this is it. Just like when Steven Spielberg directed this, right?
Yes.
Just like when he directed Schindler's List. I mean, this is life in the ghetto. This is life in the concentration camp. This is it. We're not whitewashing this. It's brutal. It sucks. Yes. Here it is. All right, that's why I like what Steven Spielberg did here. No whitewashing World War II. This is not some stupid John Wayne movie where it's all heroic and everything's whatever. It's not like that. Yeah. It is real gritty. Yeah. It's scary.
Yeah, it is kind of an action movie, but they actually make it like you don't want to see the action. Like it's too brutal for you. So like I love Tom Hanks in this movie. He's great as always. He might have gotten a Oscar nomination probably. every single year. Yeah. But I loved him in it, and then when you see who Private Ryan is, he's Matt Damon. So that was before he was a really big name. Like people knew him at the time, but it wasn't huge. So I like seeing him.
And that was the start of the trend of him needing saving.
Yes. What was the middle film?
Oh, I can't remember the middle film. Yeah. There's a middle film, Interstellar.
No. But we can't think of it right now. But then there's The Martian now, where he needs to get saved from Mars. So I like seeing him in there. I love seeing Tom Hanks and everything he's in.
What I like about the Tom Hanks character is he's trying to stay being a decent moral man in this horrible situation. Yeah. There's one point where one of their comrades are killed by, maybe it's a German sniper, and the guy's bleeding out. He's like, give me more morphine, and he just dies. Then they capture the German. And the other people on the squad are like, alright, let's just kill this guy. Yeah. Who cares? And it's such an intense scene, because the German, he starts seeing the Star Spangled Banner. He doesn't want to die. He's like, I'm just doing my duty. I'm just here. Yeah. What do you do? What? I give up.
Yeah.
Right? And you don't know if they're going to kill him or not.
Yeah.
It's really intense, and Tom Hanks is like struggling with this because he just killed his friend, right? You know what I mean? It's a really intense, emotional scene, and it's the kind of scene that played out in war.
This movie actually showed what it was like to be in war, and it had more than just the action scenes to it. It had a lot more depth. It actually made the characters make choices that they didn't want to make.
Right.
And it actually handled it a lot better than I thought that a film like American Sniper did, where it showed that like it had that in the trailer, but then when the movie actually came out, it was like, no, he's not struggling with anything. He just wants to kill people. So
yeah.
But then in this movie, it actually shows that they have to make choices. They have to make decisions which are life and death. So I really like this movie, and if you haven't seen it, definitely go watch it.
Check it out.
It's one of Steven Spielberg's best. He actually has a new movie coming out called The BFG. A trailer just came out for it. It's a fantasy film. It's a lot different than this. It's a Disney movie, so it's not going to have people getting their limbs blown off. But I think that Steven Spielberg he's remained very at like the same peak as he has for a long time.
I want to see the new Tom Hanks movie. It's not that new anymore. It's a few months old.
Yeah.
Where he's like defending a Russian spy or something.
Yeah, British spies.
That looks really good, but I don't know if it reviewed well. I have no idea.
It's gotten good reviews, but it's not like at that Steven Spielberg level. I've heard like it's gotten.
It's not Schindler's List or Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, and like some of the scenes are kind of boring.
But it's hard to be Schindler's List, Saving Private Ryan, being those peak drama films. Those are difficult to pull off.
Yeah, and then of course he made Indiana Jones 4, but then he went on to make The Adventures of Tintin, which was a really good film. Abraham Lincoln was really good.
You had Daniel Day-Lewis,
yes.
So you know it's going to be good.
Yeah, I heard War Horse is really good. I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen that.
Then he has the BFG coming out, and then after that, Ready Player One, which people are really interested.
Wait, what?
It's based on a book.
Say the name again.
Ready Player One.
Ready Player One.
Yeah, it's like, I think it's kind of like a video game kind of movie. Like people get put into this kind of cyber world, I guess. I'm not.
Jacob,
exactly
I've seen that movie already.
Tron.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's about. I'm just saying what it's about. But I'm sure to see him get back into sci-fi because he can do whatever he wants. This guy, like, he can direct war films, sci-fi movies, horror films with a giant shark. It doesn't matter. He can do it all, I think. Yeah.
Excellent, Jacob. Sadly, though, we've now reached that time of Geeks of the Movies where, I told that to tears.
Yes.
It's the end of Geeks of the Movies for today. They can check us out on Charter 192 and CBC 5, 4:30 every Friday. They can check us out online on Facebook, Geeks of the Movies, YouTube, Geeks of the Movies. What's that Twitter thing?
On Twitter, it's Geeks at the Movie. Drop the S.
Drop the S. Stupid character limit. Email us at geeksthemovies.ct@gmail.com. Anyway, it's been a lot of fun. We will talk to you later. My name is Shane Goodrich. This is
Jacob Desitels.
And this has been Geeks at the Movies. Whee!
There you are. Now there's two deadly beasts. Yeah.